Hey you guys, so I came on here to give you some tips and tricks as far as doll hair in general is concerned. Like really, if your doll's hair is really crazy and poofy and just you need some kind of tamage to happen basically. And again, try this at your own risk. You do risk as far as Barbie doll heads with glue inside, you do risk seepage of the top, which will then need to be washed with Dawn to remove the greasy seepage. That's one of my tips. If your doll's hair is really greasy, wash it with Dawn. It'll get rid of all that gunk or whatever that's developed from you ball washing your doll's hair, and this glue is seeped through the top, but the hair is relaxed. So that's one of my tips. So if your doll's hair is really greasy, try washing it with Dawn. Dawn will remove anything that's build up. Don't wash it with conditioner or shampoo. Wash it with just Dawn, the degreasing stuff. That will get rid of all that greasy look in your doll's hair. So as far as ratty doll hair, if your doll's hair is really ratty, American Girl or Barbies are going to be a little bit iffy because they've been putting glue in the doll's head. Just kind of do it. Barbie's hair you can probably boil in the microwave. If you take a cup of a coffee mug and take 1 tablespoon of fabric softener, um, and you mix the fabric softener in the coffee mug, just kind of mix it and warm it up in the microwave for about 3 minutes, and then dip your Barbie doll's hair in there. That should relax any type of frizz. The reason why you need to heat it up, because if you just put fabric softener on a doll's hair just cold, it's not gonna get inside of the doll's hair basically. It'll just sit on top. So in order for it to get inside of the plastic fibers, you actually need to heat it up. So if you just put 1 tablespoon in a coffee mug, fill it up with water, put 1 tablespoon in there, mix it up, put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Just be careful that the mug will be very hot. Do this if you're little. Do this with a parent. You need a parent's permission to do this. Obviously, ask your mom and dad. Don't just do this by yourself. Because the coffee mug will be very hot. Just dip your Barbie's hair in there. You may lose the parting. If you're little, ask your parents. Just kind of brush it back. You'll find the parting. The parting will be there. But if you're dipping it, you're gonna be um, it's going to be a little bit hard to find the parting afterwards, but your doll's hair will be very relaxed. As far as American Girl dolls, I know they've been having a lot of people with crazy frizzy American Girl doll hair. I had one success story that a lady has tried this. You take 1 tablespoon of water, you boil water on the stove. You take 1 tablespoon or yeah, probably about 1 tablespoon. That's all you're really gonna need, because if you use any more than that, it will be very greasy. So if you put too much fabric softener, you will know when you're finished. By the next day, your doll's hair will be very greasy. And again, do this at your own risk. Do not get any fabric softener on your American Girl doll's body, because it does stain the body because it's cloth. The fabric softener is like oil, so it will stain the doll's body. So just be very careful. Ask your parents' permission. You need your parents' help. So all you have to do is take a big old giant pot, because especially if your doll's hair is really long, if it's curly, it will lose the curl, and if it's wavy, it will lose the waves. So you might want to consider that. Do you want to lose the curls, or do you want to lose the waves before you dip your doll's hair in there? But so you take a big old giant pot, you guys. Okay, you boil some water. You put 1 tablespoon of fabric conditioner. I recommend Snuggle. Just buy maybe an unscented version if you don't like, if you're really sensitive to smell. Maybe buy the unscented version of Snuggle. Snuggle's a really good brand for you to buy, or your local thing detergent. I don't recommend you buy generic. Just buy the real stuff because it works the best. Just go to your store, or you can use whatever you have at home if you don't mind the smell. Just the smell is very overpowering. Just put 1 tablespoon in that big old pot of water. Okay, you want to boil it and then dip your doll's hair in there about 3 or 4 times. You'll see the strands, they'll start to do this. The strands will start to separate, and that's when you know, when they're all clumped together, and that's when you know that it's good, because they'll separate just like this, but they'll be in clumps. But they won't be matted or anything. They're just wet right now. But and then you want to let your doll's hair air dry. Do not blow dry it. Just hang her over the bathtub or wherever you choose to. Maybe over your dining room table with a towel on the floor to catch the dripping water. let her dry overnight, you guys, and you will have very silky, very soft hair in the morning, trust me. I've done this on my old Addie doll that I had before when she was relaxed. That's how I relaxed Addie's hair. I did dip her in boiling water with a tablespoon of fabric softener. Just dipped her just like this. And it laid all of her hair really straight. If you go back to my old videos, when I had my relaxed Addie, I mean, her hair was so straight and so silky. It was like, I think I had taken an Instagram photo too of her just blowing in the wind. That's how I got her hair to be that relaxed texture, as I dipped it in boiling water with a tablespoon of fabric softener. The fabric softener's purpose is to soften the hair. The hair's some type of fiber. It's plastic, but it's not like really hard plastic. It's like a really soft and very fine plastic. So the fabric softener really does do a good job, you guys. So if you want to try this, you can definitely try this. Remember, for Barbies with glue in the head, you should try a microwave. Don't do it in boiling over the stove, because it will seep out the top. Okay, I'm just warning you guys. Take a tablespoon with the coffee mug, warm it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how before, you know, it's got to boil, basically. Boiling water in the microwave for about 3 minutes, it'll boil. Take a tablespoon of fabric softener, put it in the mug, put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Dip your Barbie's hair in there. Now, it should not seep out the top of the head, hopefully. You just be taking a risk of seepage happening. And if seepage happens, you're going to have to wash it with the Dawn degreaser. Dawn degreaser is the only thing that can get the grease out of your doll's hair. So if your doll's hair is really greasy and gross, wash it with Dawn. It will remove everything that's in there. Gel, I would let it set for a little bit while longer. So you would lather the doll's hair and let it sit in the sink for a few minutes. Let it really break down all the gel and all the crud that's in the doll's hair. That does break down gel. The Dawn degreaser. Dawn degreaser is amazing for doll hair. It just works wonders. I mean, I've used it on many dolls that I have in my collection that needed to be washed. Like, because they were, my restoration projects were washed with Dawn degreaser. Charming Chatty back there did not look that good. I mean, I could show you an up close picture at the end of this video, but she was washed with Dawn. Her hair was so matted. When I tell you she was matted, she was gross. I washed her with Dawn. I dipped her in the boiling water with the fabric softener, and it just relaxed her hair to that silky texture that I'm gonna show you at the end of the video. But it does work very well, the boiling the fabric softener. If you don't boil it and you just dip it, it's just gonna sit, and your doll's hair is gonna be really greasy and it's gonna be gross, and you really don't want to do that, especially with an American Girl. So do this at your own risk. Ask your parents' permission before you do this. Don't just do this on your own, because you need your parents' help, especially boiling over the stove. It's full with fire. You don't want to burn yourself. Even if you stick it in the microwave, it's going to be a hot mug. So ask your parents' permission, you guys, if you're really small. But if you're of age to fool with fire over the stove, I mean, you can definitely do this. Hopefully this helps you guys. I'm hoping. Leave some comments down below. Let me know if you tried this. Let me know if you tried it on your Barbie doll or on your American Girl. Let me know the results of how it came out. And the disclaimer is, I'm not responsible for anything that happens to your doll. You just take it with precaution. Really watch your doll. Do not let the doll's hair touch the bottom of the pot. Even if it's in boiling water, it will singe the end. So when you're dipping it, if your doll's hair is really long, don't let it touch the bottom of the pot. Let it just kind of boil and just do like this. You'll see what I'm talking about when it's boiling. It'll do like this. Don't let your doll's hair touch the bottom of the pot, because it will burn. But the coffee mug should be okay. The coffee mug will not burn your doll's hair. But just be careful with you guys. That's all I'm saying. Just proceed with caution. So that's all I'm just saying. So let me know in the comments down below if you tried this, if this is a good tip for you. The fabric softener, you need to boil it if you want it to penetrate your doll's hair. It's just gonna sit on top of the doll's hair. I'm telling you, if you boil it, you will get really good results. The hair will be so soft. I've done that to a Barbie. I have her in the giveaway. She is in the giveaway. Her hair smells amazing. Her hair is really soft and just flowy and just so soft. I'm telling you, it's really good. You should really try it. So you guys, this is it for the video. I hope this has been a good tip. So leave some comments down below. Let me know if you tried this. Bye-bye.